Morning everyone, Martin here from FU Fishing and More. Had a couple of hours to kill between appointments this morning, so I thought I'd come down and try and catch a feed of whiting and maybe a flathead if I'm lucky, and take yous all along. And I suppose you could call it an instructional video, because I like to include stuff in them as to how I fish and where I fish, hoping that it will help young fishermen and old alike that to improve their catch and their numbers, maybe, who knows. But anyhow, if you get something out of it, achieve what I set out to do. Anyhow, we'll dig a few yabbies down here in a minute, and then we'll head on up the sandbank there and see how we go. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do, and hit that like and notification bell, and that way it gives me some indication of the content that I'm putting out is what you people are wanting to see. So and like I say, it just gives me encouragement, it helps the channel, and we'll see where this today finishes up. Hopefully we get a feed of whiting, maybe a flathead, and that'll be tea tonight. Okay, you've got your bait, dug your bait, tide's just starting to make. We're just going to work our way up along here and see if we can find any whiting. I'll show you what I do as I go. Those of you that have watched some of my older videos will have seen all this, but for those that haven't, just going to go through it again and try and catch a feed as I go. I was down here on Saturday, and this fished quite well down here. I've got some nice whiting, but sometimes I just like to leave the camera at home and go fishing. Anyhow, we'll get a little bit further up here and have a few casts. These sandbanks, along the edge of all these sandbanks, you stand a chance of finding your whiting. I cast out and wind in, and I keep a moving bait, which I find works a whole lot better fishing off the sandbanks. In a boat, I'll just cast it out, sometimes cross tide, sometimes straight down the back, and leave it sit and watch the tip of the rod. Don't hold the rod. Here I hold the rod and keep winding slowly. Rods are 9-foot Schneider glass, 6-pound main line, 6-pound fluoro carbon leader, number 4 wide gap hook, and you couldn't wish for a better morning. There's not a breath of breeze. Probably a bit of breeze would be better. It'll work a little better, puts a bit of a ripple on top of the water, and they feel a little bit more secure when they swim up over these banks. This particular one is mainly on whiting. We may catch a flat, make chance of getting a flathead, but mainly whiting. Further down the track, I'll do videos on all your table fish to try and help you, or your beginners, catch more fish. Okay, we'll just go up here a bit further and then have a few casts. The mouth of these gutters that drain off these weed beds that run through your sandbanks is where I always start until the tide comes in, and then you fish up on top of the banks, because the whiting come up into the shallow water to feed. You'll be surprised just how shallow water you'll catch them in sometimes. But this here, the gutter here, they sit in here waiting to get back up, and also you stand a chance of getting a good flathead that's still laying there from when the tide was running out. They lay an ambush there and get the last of the little fish as they come off the sandbank. I don't see any little whiting in the water yet this morning. May not be, we might need a little bit of wind to get them going. But anyhow, we'll have a few casts and see. I don't think the tide's in quite high enough just yet. And that's why I normally put my yabbies on. Pointed the hook in the tail, right up and through, right up into the top of the head. And just make sure if, when you're winding in, the bait's spinning, take it off and put it back on again, because they don't like a spinning bait. But anyhow, if that tide gets in a bit further, they might pick up. We'll just work our way along here and see. Something just grabbed that, then the minute it hit the water. So yabby's gone. Whiting hit that. There's a perfect example of a whiting bite. You just bring it back, it's all you'll have is the tail. Head will be gone. They hit the head first every time. That's why you take the point of the hook right up into the head. And obviously he felt the weight of the sinker, because 9 times out of 10 they feel that weight. They won't come back. That's why when I'm in the boat I just sit the rod down and I don't touch it. If you pick it up and touch it, a lot of the time, especially if they're a little bit finicky, they'll drop it. They've got quite a few bite patterns whiting, and you just got to work it out on the day what they're doing. A couple of little blokes on that sandbank just there. The tide wants to be in a bit further yet. Had one on, just dropped him. That was a whiting. Wasn't a big whiting, it's only a little fella. Bites there now. Only little blokes. They're not the size we're chasing. Tide comes in a bit more, the bigger ones should work up onto there. See, they're just taking the head every time. Got that little bloke. Only tiny. But that's how it's done. You just work your way along these sandbanks, cast out and slowly wind in. That was a better one then. Plenty of little stuff around. Just got to find the bigger ones now. I think they'll come with the tide. This has all changed to what it used to be. Used to have another sandbank out in front of this one, which was good. But now it's all weed. There's a better fish. It could be a little flathead, which it is. Sitting just on the other side of that sandbank out there. He'll just make it. It's a little plate size. Might just put another cast out there, see if we can't. Well, sometimes when you get one flathead like that, there'll be a couple sitting out there. There's a shoal of them there. Yep, hiding. If you hadn't spooked them all, oh, it's still there. See them flashing in front of me. It's a good sign. Haven't seen that for a while from the flash. Another yabby out there while they're still there. Ah, damn you. More haste, less speed. Can't see him there. Oh yeah, they're still there. Another one. Just shoveled up in about 6 inches of water there. Better one. Moving down there. They're still up there. Missed him. Quite a little shoal of them just there in about 6 inches of water, waiting to get up onto the sandbank. Can't see them there at the moment. The trouble with whiting, they move so fast. Oh yeah, there's still a couple there. They're actually almost like they're doing their little spawning trip. Another one. You just keep chucking out where you see them flashing and wind back in. Chuck past where you can see them flashing, the silver sides of them, because if you chuck right where they are, you'll spook them. Can't see too many more there at the moment. There was quite a shoal of them in there, which is good to see for this time of season. That means they're starting. I reckon the next moon will see them right on. Missed him. Bit impatient, didn't wait for it to load up properly. You could see him flashing there. The minute the bait got to him, he hit it, but yeah, too impatient. Still there, still see the flashes. Right, a little flathead, little flagtail. Oh, spikies too. Right in the thumb. These little ones always get me. Little flagtail. Go back to mum. Go on, where you go? Now you're spiking in the finger. Feels like a good flathead. Holy shit. I don't know how we're going to get him. Anyhow. That was a decent run. Good flathead. I don't think he'll fit in this bloody net, but he's gut hooked. I don't think we'll get him. Beautiful. That's a good flathead. Luckily he was lip hooked. Bit awkward standing in water. We've got him now. Nearly flicked out of my hand. Don't think there's any water on the camera. Nice flathead. That's what we're coming up for. That's lunch at any rate. Might just try one more cast back in there. Like I said, sometimes they come in pairs or more. In the distance, I'm actually working my way along Bribey. There's heaps of potential spots where you can just do the same as what I'm doing here now this morning. Walk down, a few casts and catch a feed of fish. There's another one. Oh, just dropped him just there. Bugger. There's a nice whiting too. Damn it. Yeah, we'll get him next round. Anything now's a bonus after the flathead. Just filling in a couple of hours before I got an appointment this afternoon, so just thought I'd come up here and dig a few yabbies and see if I could catch a feed, because like I say, I come up here on Saturday. Done alright. Got a nice feed of whiting. You don't have to catch cricket scores to be a successful morning. I can come up here, half a dozen, and I'm happy. Just enough for one meal, fresh fish. I'll go back and cook these up for lunch. Another flatty on here, I think. Yep. Not as big as the last one, but still well and truly legal. Let's get out of that soft spot just here. He swallowed the bloody hook too. Buggy up. Oh. Nice little flatty. More blood. I'll probably lose the fish over not retying this trace, but I'll see. No one to blame but myself if I do. And I know you should always retie it, especially after flatheads down their guts. Don't be shy, I just missed a good bite in this, not even up to my knees water, it's about 6 inches deep. Don't be scared when making tide to fish real shallow. You'll be surprised the amount of whiting that you'll catch up in real shallow water, especially on a making tide. Nice whiting out of the shallow water. Nice fish. A few more like that'll be good. Mind you, I don't need any more, I've got a feed. But I'll just go to the end of the sandbank, work around the corner there and work my way back. That one there, I actually got him off that little patch of sand there between the weed. I thought I'd just flick one out there in case there was a flathead out there. And nice whiting there. They're starting to shoal up a bit now. Before, the other day they were spread out, and the week before they were spread out, but coming up towards that full moon this month, I reckon I'll see them doing their little spawning trick. We'll just bring that one down along that in there, see what happens. So any patches, little patches of sand in amongst the weed, always worth a try. The number of whiting I've got off little patches, you know, about 6 foot round, it's incredible. Another whiting. A bit better fish by the way he's fighting. Nice whiting. Nothing wrong with that. Have to excuse a bit of wind noise. I haven't got the microphone hooked up at the moment. I've only got the camera. What I've found working these sandbanks, if you found a spot on the sandbank where you got them last season, make sure you try it this season, because I find a lot of the time they work the same spots all the time on the sandbank. Just missed another one, had him halfway in right at my feet and he dropped off. They're just not taking it properly today, they're real finicky how they're taking it. But doesn't matter, I've got a feed. But yeah, they're just in one of those moods again today, which they do quite regularly. So I started to say before, whiting have that many different bite patterns and you just got to work them out on the day. But when they do that drop off right at your feet, there's nothing you can do about it. Well, that's it me for this morning, I think. I've done what I set out to do, is just to come up here and catch a couple of whiting. I think I've got about half a dozen whiting and 3 flathead, or 2 or 3 flathead. 3 flathead I think it is. So it's been quite a good little morning. Only wanted to come and catch enough for a meal, and just to show how you can catch them along these sandbanks and that. Anyhow, if I do stop on the way back, a bit of a hike back, if I do stop on the way back, I'll switch the camera back on, and if not, thank you all for watching.